Hey everybody, Ben, Diesel Power Products here, coming at you with a Diesel Talk video about the Synergy Manufacturing heavy-duty steering for the Ram trucks. Let's talk about year ranges. This particular setup is going to work for the radius arm Ram trucks up till 2018. So that's going to be the 2013 3500s and the 2014 2500s. It's got to have those radius arms on the front, not the control arms. You may have noticed that the stock steering on that truck is not so great. In fact, there were some recalls that basically made Ram just weld things together. Well, that's not good enough for us, nor is it good enough for Synergy. So they came out with this fantastic, super beefy, super epic kit right here. Now, keep in mind, these items can be purchased individually, however, they work best all together. Let's talk about the construction of this thing. We've got a tie rod here that should be in a gym with how big and heavy it is. This is going to be a 1 3/4 inch, 188 wall piece of CNC bent tubing here. This thing is beefy. That's with a capital B. You'll also notice at the ends here, they've got very high quality tie rod ends with the wobble stoppers. What that does is it keeps the tie rod, once you have this bolted down, from wobbling up and down, just like the name implies. Great naming. Another thing to mention here is if you are running a steering stabilizer on the truck, which this thing came with from the factory, you will need to get the steering stabilizer clamp. Make sure you run that. If you're running a dual steering stabilizer setup, you may end up having to get a different clamp because this is thicker than the stock tie rod on that truck. If you have questions on that, sales techs, give them a call. They will help you out. Now let's talk about the drag length. This is going to go from the pitman arm down to the passenger side knuckle. This thing is, again, not subtle by any means. This is going to be an 1.5 inch by 250 wall piece of tubing here. Very specifically bent to work in a certain way. And it's also got the pinch bolts and tie rod ends with cotter pins on there to make sure that nothing takes a walk on you. One of the biggest issues we have with people not knowing quite what they're doing is they're not reading the instructions. I'm looking at you. Read the instructions when you install these. There's a very specific sequence to tighten everything down to make sure that things don't wobble on you and things don't contact each other. So make sure you are reading the instructions that Synergy puts in the box for you. They're there for a reason. Longevity. Let's talk about longevity of this kit. One of my favorite parts about this is each of these tie rod ends, they're individually replaceable. And they're also a lot lower cost than if you had to replace, say, each individual part from the factory. I know, crazy, right? An aftermarket part ends up costing you less over time than a factory part, but it does. So if you ever have one of these tie rod ends go out on you, you can give us a call, you can give Synergy a call, and you can get them ordered. They're not proprietary. They work great on everything. So it's got you covered for many, many years to come. So if you have any questions on if this will fit your truck, we have sales techs on the phone 12 hours a day. That's right, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time. We've got several ways to reach out to us. We've got people on the social medias. You can email us. You can get on the website and use the chat feature, or kick it old school, get on the phone, give us a call, and we'll answer any questions you have. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.